Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've got a video that's going to be very useful for you, and that's how to receive your salary in Bitcoin. Now, the reason why I think this is so important is because I'm focused on debanking. That's something I want to help you with. I want you to be able to use practical tools to help you live entirely in Bitcoin, right? So I've made a number of videos. If you look through my catalog of videos that I've made, I made a number of videos on how you can use cryptocurrency to buy real life things that you're going to actually need, right? So as opposed to just using it as a speculative instrument, you can use some of the tools that I've taught you about to say buy food, right? So one of the things that I talk about is you can sell your cryptocurrency for gift cards, and then from gift cards you could buy food, right? Or you can buy anything that you want online. It's available through a gift card, which you can purchase through Bitcoin. That's one of the tools that I provide. There's other things that I talk about, like on peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchanges. You can use your cryptocurrency, you can sell it for cash. You can do a local meetup with another person, and then you can use that cash to buy, I don't know, a latte at Starbucks or something like that. But this video is going to be about how to actually receive crypto funds as a form of payment. And I've briefly touched on this in other videos, and I've given a few solutions that might be a little bit esoteric for those who aren't like deeply involved in this debanking stuff. I think there is a bit of a learning curve to this. So I want to give you a tool that practically anybody can use, because most people have a job and they receive a salary. So if that's you, which is going to be 90% of you, you can use this tool that I'm going to show you right now. But before we get into the bread and potatoes of this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I give a lot of great no-nonsense advice about how to get the most out of your cryptocurrency and to use it for what it was originally intended for, which is a parallel financial system. So I've been looking at the background too much. A parallel financial system that we can use as a replacement for traditional banks and other centralized financial institutions. So let's get into it. So there's a few tools that you can use, and just a heads up, I'm not affiliated with these guys in any way. I don't even have an affiliate link for them. If they want to reach out and sponsor me, that would be cool. But until then, I'm just gonna tell you about them, and you can just type them in on Google. The first one is called Bitwage, right? So Bitwage supports basically any currency, and so most currencies, I think, let me just check which ones it accepts. US dollars, euros, Brazilian reals, Mexican. You've actually got quite a few of them. And the idea is that you sign up with this website, and they essentially give you banking details that you're then going to give to your employer, or perhaps you might give it to a client or whoever is paying you money, and you give it to them, and your boss or whoever is going to send funds instead of to your bank account. They're going to send it to their bank account, and they're going to be acting like a third party for payments, right? So when your boss sends payments to them, Bitwage is then going to send payment to you in the form of Bitcoin, right? So you just have to provide your Bitcoin address to them, and then whenever they receive funds from your employer or whoever, you'll be able to get that Bitcoin, right? Which is a really smart thing. And I think the thing that you just need to know straight up is that it's not a charity. It costs around 2% to use. Well, let me see if I can find it. Okay, just take my word for it, or you can look it up yourself. It costs around 2% to use. So if you receive 100K, for instance, right, they'll take $2,000, right? That's their fee. And it's pretty straightforward. I'm not sure. I'm pretty certain, although I haven't checked it out, I'm pretty certain that they are gonna ask for KYC, which, it's not my ideal solution. I'm always going on about how important it is to avoid KYC, and how providing KYC essentially can de-anonymize your cryptocurrency usage. But if you're not so concerned about that, I think it's a pretty good trade-off. I think it's something that's definitely worth looking into. So that's Bitwage, and there's like already 60,000 people using it. There's 3,000 registered companies, $250 million of payroll processed. So it's pretty reputable, and a lot of people have used it so far. And actually, this is something that's very valuable. I just realized this now. You can send an invoice. So this is really cool. So this is even for, say, employers paying you in crypto. You can again, you can send an invoice to a client or a customer, and then when your customer or client pays Bitwage, you'll receive your funds in Bitcoin, which is really cool if you want to not just receive funds from wages, but funds from clients, commissions, sales, whatever it is. You can do it on there, and it looks like it only comes like a day later. Out of all the ones that I've looked up, I think this is the one that I like the most, but I'm going to give you 2 other quick tools that you can use, and these are more going to be beneficial for depending on where you live. So this one here is BTC Direct, and this one is more for European Union more than anything. So it's got a similar setup to Bitwage, as you can see here. And yeah, you've just got to sign up. Again, I think you would have to KYC. And yeah, you should be able to do it here. Let me see. Let's see, wallet, Bitwallet, price. Actually, I think I'm mistaken. I don't know if you can actually do it with this. Yeah, sorry, perhaps I was mistaken. I don't know if you can actually do what I thought you could with this. Fiat on-ramp. Okay, sorry, I think I was mistaken with another, it was another European website that allowed you to receive wages in the form of crypto. Okay, well, I've only got just one other tool that you can use. I think Bitwage is my top recommendation. The only one that I know, at least off the top of my head, is this other one called Get Paid in Bitcoin. This one's just for Australia, so if you're not Australian, this is not going to apply for you. And yeah, it's basically the same thing. You sign up with an account, you KYC with them, and then you give the bank account details to your boss or whoever, and then you can get paid in Bitcoin. So when your boss sends AUD to this third-party account, then you'll be able to receive Bitcoin in exchange for that. So yeah, that's really it for this video. There's one more recommendation that I would give. If you're really hardcore about not KYCing, what you can do is something I've suggested in other videos, and that's something you can do what's called a third-party trade. So sorry, I don't really have a visual for this. You just have to use your imagination. But if you go to local CoinSwap or HODL, which are 2 P2P cryptocurrency exchanges that I'm always talking about in my videos, because these are the best place where you can do this kind of activity, what you can do is you can set up a third-party transfer. So let's just say your boss, he doesn't know anything about Bitcoin, but you want to receive the wages that he's going to send to your bank account in Bitcoin. What you can do is you can go to a place like local CoinSwap or HODL, and you offer to sell your Bitcoin. You open up a trade with someone who is buying Bitcoin. Ideally, look for someone with a high amount of feedback and looks like they deal in large volumes, so they know what they're doing. And you open up a trade with them to sell Bitcoin to them. Now, your Bitcoin is going to be in escrow with this person, and then what you're going to do, okay. Shit.